My wife always puts everything she has in her spirit into decorating, and especially when it comes to her children. And she works 14, 16-hour days, but she made sure that she got here and got the job done to make things special for our son. And I'm gonna stop talking before I cry about her. So anyway, right now, let's talk about why we're really here. Let's give a round of applause to our athletes as they walk in. Got to take extra. All right. Guys, good afternoon and welcome to our annual Stuttgart High School signing day. Before we really get into it, the first thing that I want to do is bring up Division I athlete, big time Indiana Division I athlete, cheerleader, Mr. Jimerson.
These athletes up here, I've got a lot of respect for anybody that's an athlete, right? So it's great to go to games and see perfection. And when I see that, I know without trials and tribulations, those things wouldn't be true. So it's the people in the stands, maybe we have some coaches, some friends. I know that both these athletes have probably been hurt at one time. They've been disappointed at one time. A game hasn't gone the way that they wanted to go, but they persevered. And I think those are the skills that me as like a principal that I want to see like in people. And so I know that athletics does that for us. And so it's a tremendous amount of hard work. You know, Coach Jackson kind of, teased me about being a Division I athlete. I was a cheerleader at Indiana University, but what I got to see working out with the other athletes and the basketball team and the football team, and it was just amazing, and that hard work. And these two athletes are going to fit right in with the hard work that they do and the things that they can do because they've showed that track record. But I'm more excited about the people that you guys are going to be because that's what really is important. So thank you all for doing this. Coach Jackson, his wife, everything, putting that together. This is awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jimerson. Okay, so before we officially begin talking about our amazing athletes, I'd like to tell you guys a quick story. I'm not long-winded, I'll go as fast as I can, about an amazing person who has been critical to the success of our sports program, our community, and our school. Guys, please come up. In the basketball season of 2021-2022, a coach named Buzz Williams led the Texas A&M men's basketball team on an incredible run. He took a team that was down and out to the SEC championship. It was such an improbable run that the night before the championship game, ESPN reporters asked Coach Williams. They said, "How have you created such an amazing offensive team?" They said, "I don't understand why they move the way they move and why they're able to be on a string together." And his answer forever changed my coaching philosophy. He said, "I don't even know the offense. My job is to motivate young men, to get them to get on the floor and believe in something bigger than themselves." I spent the next couple of months thinking about that. How can I find a person who knows the offense, who is able to do things that I don't have to worry about so I can mold young men to be better in our community? And I nailed it because I found Coach Stevenson. Coach Stevenson is a genius when it comes to X's and O's. He finds the weaknesses in other teams and he exploits them in a way that I have never seen before. And this is coming from someone with 20 years of coaching experience. He is simply irreplaceable. At this time, I'll let Coach Garrett come up and say a few words.
Thanks, Coach. Again, I don't know what else I can say about Coach Stevenson. Everything that he does, as Coach has already hit it, talked about it. The way he would have the numbers and share them, in a way, it was the Coach Stevenson way. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. And I have to say, I think still to this day, my absolute favorite lunch meeting, when a young man on the team was not doing so hot with the ball in his hand, and he simply looked at him and said, "It would be statistically better if you just threw the ball out of bounds when it touches your hands." We all laughed about it. We had a good time with it. We all understood where it came from. But again, Coach Stevenson, just that no nonsense. Numbers do not lie. He's going to be truly missed. We love you, Coach Stevenson.
Thank you guys, that was super important. Thank you so much. All right, and now for the reason why we're here. Today we're here to honor two athletes who have beaten the odds in so many ways, whether it's because of their height, lack of exposure from competing overseas, or the "you can'ts" they heard early on from other coaches. They've managed to overcome it all. Let's not congratulate them for being in the 7% of all high school athletes that get to go on to play at the next level. No, let's look deeper. What about the 3.9% to go on to play women's volleyball? Or the 3.6% to go on to play men's college basketball? Let's talk about the fact that despite all the things that have been put in their way, they've been able to overcome it and sit before you today. You combine that with playing high school ball overseas, you see they didn't just beat the odds, they crushed it. And for that, they deserve a standing ovation. Ishmael and Glada Paz is supposed to be standing here to play this video for me right now. So we're going to see a quick video from a very special person, and I know he remembers what I told him. Here we go. And
exciting event that your school is doing for you. We are all super excited that you are going to be joining our program, and we cannot wait to get you here this fall. Go Cobes!
All right. All right, now we're going to have Miss Zoe Snipe and Miss Trimble come up and say a few words on behalf of Miss Behalf. Excuse me.
Okay, I didn't know if I would be here on time today, so I'm off the cuff, but that is just fine because Mia is one of the easiest players to talk about that I have ever had. So Mia came in before her junior year, and I heard some rumblings that we lucked out in the transfer round. And I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. And she steps into the gym for the first time, and I'm like, oh, we absolutely lucked out in the transfer round. And I watched her play for a day, and I was like, oh, not only is this kid varsity, like she's gonna be all Europe for her first year out, and she absolutely was. And she just continued to impress me every single day. Mia is so incredibly versatile that she came in as a DS libero from her old school and program in the US, came in and played outside and some right side for us for her junior year. And so as a 5'6" outside? I'm giving her a little bit. She literally and metaphorically absolutely crushed it and came in and was all Europe last year. She was all tournament team. She was an all-star. And she was owning that kind of 6 rotation front row player. And then I said, hey, how do you feel about moving to center next year? And she didn't really like it. But she absolutely jumped in and took that challenge on and came in with 0 experience setting from a non-practice setting and came in and was the Europe Player of the Year at a position that she had never played until her senior year. Woo! Talent and the resiliency and the work ethic that she has, I don't know what does. She is one of the hardest working players I have ever had in my gym, to the point where most of the time the feedback that I was giving her was, can you take it a little bit easier and rest a little bit? Because I think you're overdoing it. So she just has a goal and endlessly works toward that goal. And so I am so incredibly proud and not surprised that she's continuing her career to play collegiately. And I'm so excited for you and so very proud of you. And you will be very much missed in our gym next year.
Okay, so a quick warning, I'm going to try really, really hard not to cry because I cried a lot during volleyball season. So, first of all, I wanted to thank everyone who came to Mia Snyder's volleyball signing to Cooper University. I have known Mia for 2 years now through volleyball in school. I have never met a more hardworking person in my life. During this season, she was always positive, kind, and determined. She's been the best captain I have ever had. Whenever I had my Whenever I had my doubts about my abilities, she would always reassure me, and when I was down, she would always be there for me. She set the environment for our team. We were constantly supporting each other. We were friends outside the volleyball court, and so much more than just teammates. We were family. A fun memory I thought I would add was when we won the season game against Ramstein before homecoming. After we won, me and Sarah Houghton and Mia all hugged each other, and my mom took a picture of us, and it's still one of my favorite pictures to this day. Then we all danced our hearts out at homecoming together, which was my favorite part. I wish I could go over everything she has done for me, but that would take a really long time, so I'll keep this short and sweet. Mia, I am so incredibly proud of you. After everything you've gone through, you came out such a strong woman. You've made me a better person, and I hope that I become half the leader that you are. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for our team. We'll miss you, and we all wish you the best throughout your college career.
So if you guys don't understand what this truly means, just look at the love and joy on Mia Snyder's mother's face. I cannot stop looking at her. This lets me know that what we're doing means something, okay? I've been so impressed with this young lady since the moment she stepped on campus. She's been a force in multiple sports and will leave a legacy of resolve and toughness. Her ability to adjust and overcome is second to none. Coker is getting one hell of a player. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, Mia Snyder.
I would be lying if I didn't say I was nervous right now. Like, my heart's beating through my chest. I'm gonna try to keep this short, but I want to make sure I thank everybody that I need to thank. First off, thank you everybody for coming here today. It means a lot to me. Next, I want to thank God for giving me the ability to wake up in the morning and to do what I get to do, and just giving me the ability to play volleyball and at the next level. Next, I need to thank all my coaches. I mean, you guys, like, Coach Trimble, you took a chance on me, like, especially for the setter position, and now it's, like, part of the reasons why I'm able to get recruited and everything, and I'm just so thankful for that. And Coach Jackson, Coach Willis, Coach Stevenson, Coach Garrett, everyone, Coach Delaney, you guys, I mean, you guys have been, like, they pushed me to get committed. They pushed me to do everything I need to do to get committed. And I'm so grateful for you guys and everything that you've done for me. Next, I want to thank all my teammates, basketball, volleyball. I see you guys out here. You guys are literally my heart and soul. For volleyball, you guys gave me the best. You guys gave me the best last season I could ask for. It's the best way to end this chapter of high school. And basketball, you guys gave me also end of the season that I could never, I mean, I can't even put into words of how happy I am that you guys were my last team. Zoe, I love you so much. You are going to be way more of a leader than I ever was. I mean, just seeing you out there on the court this year, your ability to lead. I mean, you took over sometimes for me when I was not able to lead, and you're just going to be an amazing person. I can't wait to see what you do. Next, I want to thank the two people in my life who have given me everything that I needed the last 18 years. The two most hard-working people that I know. Mom, I'm literally the little version of you. That's why I'm crying right now. My mom is the most hardworking and selfless person that I know. She's right now in college getting her master's in psychology while being a full-time mother of 4. If I don't know how, that's hardworking to me. That I'm so proud of you. You say you wanna be like me, but when I grow up, I wanna be like you. You are the exact image of who I want to be when I grow up, because you have gone through so much and you've just overcome so much, and that has just grown on to me. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing right now. And Dad, my dad has always been so hard on me, but in the best way possible. He's gone to every single one of my games, and when he couldn't, it's because he wasn't there. He has put the money, the time, and the effort to allow me to play this sport. Without him, I wouldn't be standing up here right now. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything that you've given me, the life that you've brought me, the joy and the happiness that you put in our household. You guys are like the two most important people in my life. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Before we talk again, I forgot to mention that I'm the two-time Oh, no. Okay. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyway. Okay, so now we're going to listen to our next video. Warning, it's a little bit longer. He's from Philly. So here we go.
My name is Coach Ryan McGee. I'm the head coach of Rosemont College men's basketball. I'm out here in Rosemont, Pennsylvania. And it's absolute pleasure to speak about a young man who is exemplifying everything that we want here, not just as an athlete, but a student athlete. For our institution. As I said, not just on the court, but more importantly off the court and in life. Tyler Jackson is more than just a point guard in the game of basketball. He's a leader in every sense of the word. The time that he steps on the court, and he's able to push his teammates in the right direction, giving them the opportunities to lead. He does all that and more. He sets a tone with his intensity, his focus, and his selflessness as a teammate. Defensively, he clearly is one of the toughest defensive players that you'll see and be around. He guards the opponent's best player every night, picks up full court, takes charges, runs through screens, and never takes a play off. He doesn't just play defense. He values it. He takes it as a challenge, and that's rare, especially in today's time and game. But again, what truly separates Tyler, from a lot of other student athletes, is more importantly the character of who he is. Tyler, from day one, when I told him Tyler and his father on, as we call him, it was just a different world. Tyler is just somebody who, as I said, you want in your program from day one. He makes every aspect of your basketball team, of your family, of your school, of your institution, 1,000 times better. He's a winner. He is as we said, a selfless human being. He's someone who cares about others. He is someone who wants to see everybody succeed. We are lucky here at Rosemont College to be getting such a great basketball player, but most importantly, a phenomenal human being who comes from a phenomenal family. As I said, from the times that we spent on the phone talking to the fact that he came over to the States a couple weeks ago to come check out the city, to come check out the campus. I knew we were lucky enough to have him and his family be a part of this. Again, he is a 4.0 student, so carrying that GPA around him puts him amongst the top of his classmates, year in and year out. He understands that success in life starts with accountability, and he holds himself to the higher standard in every which way, shape, or form. Whether it's showing up early for practice, whether it's staying late for practice, whether it's being on time for class, whether it's sitting first row in the class. Tyler does more than that. He leads by example, but he speaks with humility, and he carries himself with integrity. You don't have to tell him to do the right thing. It's already in his DNA, and that comes from his family, and that comes from his parents. We're very lucky here at Rosemont College to be getting such a great young man, a great basketball player, and I'm truly excited for him to be a part of my life in every which way as well, because I know he'll make me a better human being as well, and as a better coach. Tyler, congratulations on everything, my dude. You know how excited I am. Can't wait to be a part of this one. All right, Rosemont basketball. We'll see you soon, buddy.
He actually has a 3.9, so that 4.9. I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here to speak about Tyler Jackson, my brother, Coach Stevenson.
First, just congratulations to Miss Mia. The first time I saw her play volleyball, I'm like, the sport is different when you play it. But I'm here to talk and brag on Tyler Jackson. And Coach Jackson was super nice to talk about me, and it's not about me today, but I'm a much better basketball coach when I have Tyler on the floor. Coach Jackson, my brother and I, we teamed for basketball during the high school season. He's the head coach for the Stuttgart High School in the summer. I coach a club team with Coach Jackson, and I'm a super good coach as long as I've got Tyler at point guard. And for those of you who are new to Stuttgart High School, this is the end of a golden age at Stuttgart High School. If you've been here 2 or 3 years, you probably think we've always been good at basketball. I'm here to tell you it ain't so. Tyler's freshman season, when he started every game except senior night, we went 500. We had some people in the program who weren't used to Coach Jackson's system. We needed them to move along. And then from that summer, when Tyler led our club team to 2 consecutive victories over the Czech national champions team, a team that came into a tournament 35-1, and Tyler led us to back-to-back victories over them. To the next season, where we started something absolutely special here at Stuttgart High School. Tyler is our point guard, led us to a 40-1 run where our average margin of victory was 31 points, and that led us to the 2 championships you see up behind it. Tyler, Coach Jackson's super nice. Mentioned I'm an X's and O's guy. You can't execute any of that if you don't have a point guard. And I don't know what it's like to coach without a point guard because I've always had Tyler. And in my first practice at U14, I told him, hey, just do what Tyler says, and if there's an argument, I'm going to take his side. He's an amazing basketball player. He's hit some of the most amazing shots in Stuttgart High School history. Our 2023 championship would not have occurred if not at the end of the first overtime. We're down 3. Tyler dribbles down the court, sidesteps a defender, and shoots in a 3 at Ramstein in front of 1,200 Ramstein fans, and broke their hearts and tied it back up, and we won in the second overtime. And that memory will sit with me for the rest of our life. The next year we didn't have any memorable shots because he led us, and we didn't have any close games. We only had 1 single-digit victory as he led an amazing group to an unbelievable season, 18-0 in the Dodia Europe champions. This season, with many of his long-term Stuttgart Eagles colleagues having graduated and gone on, he had to take on a bigger role as a scorer. And he led a team to a 12-5 season, and was the team's leading scorer, led in assists, steals, and honestly every major category with the team. And the person who's sitting before you, I don't have to ask multiple people to stand up. I'm going to introduce the school's all-time leading scorer, Tyler Jackson, the school's all-time leader in assists, Tyler Jackson, the school's all-time leader in steals, Tyler Jackson. He dominates every statistical category in this school's history. And he wasn't even supposed to be a scorer, right? We just needed him to score a lot more this year, and he came through for us with absolutely big games when we needed him. Just an amazing basketball player. And the first time I saw him was at U12, and we were playing at the Berlin Easter Cup, and a German team scored the first 2 on us. And he led a comeback where we scored the next 55 points in a row. Those German fans were so excited when they were ahead by 2. The excitement subsided over time. But I've seen him play Mongolians, and I've seen him play Lithuanians and Latvians. And when he gets to Philadelphia, he's going to think college basketball is nothing. I've posted up Mongolian guys who look like hockey goons, but just the most amazing point guard you'll ever see. Dominates our school's record book. Most of those records will never be broken. And if you come here and in your experiences, well, Stuttgart's a basketball school. Stuttgart is a basketball school because of Coach Jackson and Tyler Jackson. There's a reason there weren't banners hung from before, and that there are banners after Tyler Jackson. A 4-year starter, and again, in those 4 years, the only games he didn't start were his freshman year, his sophomore year, his junior year, on senior night when we had to get other people in. His junior... Go ahead. his junior year, senior night that year was fairly early in the season, and although my son, who's sitting with us here today, was on the team, I had lost track of it. It was senior night that weekend, just because it was really early. And he spoke that he was going to start someone in front of Tyler, and I'm like, Coach, are you out of your bleeping mind? And he's like, it's senior night. I'm like, okay. And then the tip-off happens, and about a minute has passed, and Coach Jackson comes down to me on the bench. He's like, when should I put him in? I'm like, right now. and that was the last game Tyler did not start. But I'll finish my part. But Tyler is the best basketball player in the history of this school. He will be remembered for a long time after this. And the golden age of Stuttgart High School basketball started and ended when he began his career here, and when he ended it today was signing to go on to play college basketball, including the first season. When we didn't have exactly our system fully integrated yet. He won 81% of his high school basketball games, and that is absolutely unbelievable if you're familiar with high school basketball. So a great record of success, and he's going to go on to a great college career. And I'll turn it back over to Coach Jackson. But Tyler Jackson.
First of all, I gotta love it because when he said records wouldn't be broken, I see Frankie and all the guys coming back next year going, what? They're pointing at Anthony Hooks. It's great. I love these guys. Okay, real quick, Dad, that would be me. Son, when did you know you were going to play college basketball? Actually, I asked him that recently while we were riding in the car. And his response was like, Dad, I always knew. It was just a matter of where and what adversity I would have to overcome. So let's think about that, right? Stuttgart Eagles, U14, 14 years old, leading the U16 team to multiple championships. Check. JBBL. Check. Leading Stuttgart High School to its first ever championship as a sophomore, hitting what I think is the biggest shot in Stuttgart history. Check. Multiple college basketball offers. Check. Determination gives you the resolve to keep going in spite of the roadblocks that lie before you. Tyler Jackson.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's here today that came to support me and my dream that's being fulfilled today. First, I want to say thank you to all my coaches. It's been a crazy ride. It's been a crazy up and down ride, even just this year alone. But I wouldn't rather do what nobody else guided me and leading me that way. So I just thank y'all for that. Now I want to say thank you to my teammates, although I don't see them as teammates. I really see them as my brothers, and I truly believe that. These are my guys right here, coming around from all the states, coming back to help support me. Like, these is really the people that push me every day. These are really the people that push me every day. The first championship group right here, man, something special. I can't even recreate the feelings that we had in that moment. That was really something insane to us. Damn. I miss y'all every day. I'm gonna be honest. I miss y'all every day. I mean, I say it all the time, but I miss y'all every day, man. Y'all my guys. And then I want to say thank you to my parents. Man, it's been long nights, some nights, long days. Although I know he said I always knew I was gonna play. Sometimes, some nights, they get a little rough, but you go and you work. You get in the gym, they always say, like, you gotta be in there when nobody's watching. You gotta work hard. After we came here, we lost our first game to Wiesbaden. I even texted them. I texted all my brothers. I was like, that was embarrassing. That's not what we stood for. That's not who we are. I'm gonna make sure we do it right. We do it better. Can't even sleep. At that point, I'm like, There was doubt. I was like, I don't know, because there was a bunch of expectations. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job right now. But with all the help from my other teammates and my son, bro, helping y'all try to get to the next level, that was really special to me, and I know y'all all be special in your own way, whether it's on the court or off the court. I do truly believe that. My dad flying me out to go to this camp over the July, go to this camp for the summer, not knowing if I get the right exposure that I wanted or not. Not honestly, not even caring. We both knew that I just needed to see if I could play at the next level. And I did go, and I went there, and I was very fortunate enough in order to make connections and come back and be able to fulfill this dream right here. My mom always being my crazy support system. Even when I was younger, she don't talk a lot. Everybody always be, she don't talk a lot, but the second I mess up on the court, she'd allow us in the room. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that just takes you back in. That's when you know you did something wrong for real. It's honestly a really special moment. My trigger word every time before I come out and play these games, my mom says to me in the morning, "Let's get it. Let's be different. Let's get it." So, that's always the words that lock me in for the day. Whatever we're facing, regardless of adversity we're facing through that time. My dad right here, he's been my coach for a while now. He's seen me grow. Yeah, he's got to see me grow. He's got to see me do special things. It's honestly different. I literally remember my 7th grade year when I didn't play a single second Eagles. He told me, he said, "This is nobody's fault. Just be so good, they gotta put you on the floor. Just be so good. They had no other choice but to put you on the court." You feel? And I really did take that to heart. So from that day on, it was just to be so good they gotta play you. Be so good they can't doubt you. Be so good that no matter what anybody else says, you know who you are, and you just go out and do your thing. So I just want to thank everybody that was my support system, especially my family, my brother, my sister. They did a background support system. I know I gave them the shot, but they also helped me so much too. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming today. I appreciate it.
I see a lot of juniors here who are going to have to come up here and do this next year, and it's a lot harder than it looks. Before we end, because this is the end, I just got to tell you, I want to reiterate something he said, because it embodies both of them. They both, at the height that they are and being overseas, have been so great that somebody had to give them a chance. And you got to really think about that, because some of you guys think it's going to come easy. But ask them, does it come easy? Ask Ishmael and Glouder Paz, does it come easy? Ask Trenton Jackson, did it come easy? Ask Itzhak Sandoval, did it come easy? It doesn't come easy. So they have been so great in so many ways that they had to get the opportunity. And that's the power and why we're here today. So give them one more round of applause. Thank you. And now, again, without my wife, I don't know what I'll do. Let's have our official signing. On the count of 3, please sign your letters of intent to make it official. 1, 2, 3. And clap. Here we go. Thank all you guys for staying and supporting. Please eat some stuff, or I'm going to bring it out to the track field. And we'll do this again next year for tons of people. Thank you.